a blow. They can't ever get a break. And then they start, giving up yards, and yards turn into chunks of yards. Chunks of yards turn into big first downs and big plays. Big plays turn into touchdowns. Touchdowns turn into crying Jet fans.
Yeah, Jacksonville just happens to have the best running back in the league right now. It's going to be tough.
I agree. Well, he's definitely – all these running backs are all placeholders because as soon as Saquon gets to the league next year, it's a wrap.
Fair enough. An easy pick-em in my mind, Arizona taking on San Francisco. I want Arizona. How many points do I have to give up? I still think Arizona's on the verge of breaking out here.
You're laying a touchdown in this game. I see this game as a trap game for Arizona. I really don't have any desire betting it at this point. Yeah, I think that San Francisco's coming into this game. You got burned by that Rams game last week. Yeah, well, thankfully I teased that game too, and then you got the love on the other side. But it's always a consolation when you hit the teaser. It's kind of nice, as protection. Right. But obviously you want to hit the half-point parlay where you're actually getting a nice, big, fat, gigantic payday.
No, I don't blame you at all. And the over's on that game. This is another game where I expect a lot of points to be scored. If there's any bet at all, it might be on the overs and unders. Yeah,
it's one of those games too. Like I said, if I had a gun to my head for this game, I'd be betting San Francisco plus the touchdown. Ooh. I think that San Francisco keep it close. I think they have a pretty good defense. I'm really not too sold on Arizona as of yet. They haven't proven to me that they can be a team that's ready to take the next step. I don't think that they're there yet, and obviously San Francisco's nowhere near that point. But I think this is one of those rivalry games in the NFL where you have to take a step back, and it definitely has trap game written all over it to me.
Philadelphia taking on the Los Angeles Chargers at the Stub. Are the Chargers ready to put it all together and have their breakout game and get healthy on Philadelphia?
I want to say yes. I want to say this is the week that the Chargers put it all together.
Because we all know that at some point that's a team that's got so many offensive weapons.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if it's Anthony Lynn. I don't know if it's trying to overrun the ball. It's like he's overthinking the play calling. He's having a hard time keeping a leash on Phillip, who looks like he's about ready to have an aneurysm on the field. And
yeah, that poor guy.
He's not happy. He's clearly not happy, and it shows in the interceptions last week. That game was a lot closer. I mean, he dragged himself back in that game after having a miserable start.
No, that's the kind of kid he is. He's a lot of wherewithal. He's never going to give up. He's real hard-nosed, hard-working guy, and he deserves a lot better than the Chargers have given him throughout his career.
Absolutely.
I think this is a spot here, though, where it's going to be tough for them. Philadelphia is coming off of a huge win against the Giants, so that's either going to be a boon or a bane for them coming in because, when you're riding too high emotionally in the NFL, it's never good. So I really have no desire to bet Philadelphia in this game. The Chargers at -1 might be a good play. I don't think they put it all together this week, but I do think they put it together well enough where they can squeak this one out.
There we go. Giants-Tampa Bay.
Yeah, this is the game I like this game a lot this week. I like Tampa Bay in this game. It opened at 4.5. Tampa Bay is now down to -3. The public is split on this game. 51% betting on the Giants, 49% on Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay in this game to win by at least a touchdown. I think that they have a lot of things that the Giants have trouble with. The Giants linebackers can't cover nobody, for one. For two, the Giants cornerbacks aren't playing great right now. I mean, you have Collins as their safety, who's a great ball player, who's playing well, but their cornerbacks aren't playing great right now. I mean, Eli Manning's being left out on an island. It's not even really this guy's fault at this point. Odell Beckham's worried about lifting his leg and peeing on things like a dog. The Giants are in disarray. I like Tampa Bay in this game. Sorry, Dad. Once again, sorry. But I like Tampa in this game. I think that Jameis Winston has a really good game here. I think that Evans has a big game, and we see a breakout game from Deshaun Jackson here.
Second best game of the week, Oakland taking on Denver. That's a popcorn match for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is a great game.
Oh, yeah. Opened at a pick'em.
Yep.
Now it's -2.5. Denver -2.5, which is what you would think with Denver being at home. It's usually -3 for the home team. So that's right in the wheelhouse of basically a pick'em game.
I like Denver. I like Denver and giving up those points. I give up those points. I like that.
I like that. I like Denver in this game as well. I think that Denver is going to play clamp-down defense this week. I think it's going to be tough for Oakland to move the ball. Oakland's coming off of a loss in D.C., flying right into, going into Denver, not going home. So it's going to be a tough road for Oakland. I mean, with Carr and the team that Oakland has, I think it's possible they can pull out this victory. But I don't see beast mode being a big factor. I don't see him doing any dances and celebrations on the sidelines like he did against my Jets. I highly doubt that'll be occurring this week.
I agree. The struggling Indianapolis Colts make up Sunday Night Football against the struggling Seattle Seahawks.
Yep, this is a weird game. I mean, it's a 13-point spread. You have Seattle minus 13 in this game. And to be honest with you, Seattle hasn't shown me that they can beat anybody by 13 yet. So I'm not buying into the hype. I mean, they traded away Curse for Sheldon Richardson. I told everybody Richardson was a problem in the Jets locker room. Who knows what kind of nonsense he's up to in Seattle's locker room. The guy's a prima donna. To add that with the other prima donnas in Seattle, they seem like the kind of team that's might be more worried about protesting than they are about playing football at this point.
Absolutely. My get healthy game of the week, Washington and KC. The Bellata double press, Washington KC. Washington's hot. Washington is unbelievable. I don't have enough superlatives to say about Washington. They are a phenomenal team. And Kansas City is Kansas City. They are they're looking like a 12-4 team. They look exactly like they did last year, actually.
Yep, they play that Randy Reid system to a T.
Yep.
Kansas City is going to be in every game. They're playing defensively. They're gonna come at you on offense. Alex Smith is playing with a chip on his shoulder this year. This kid's playing real well. I believe he's playing for a contract. So this kid's playing out of his mind well right now. He's really has the team moving in the proper direction. And I like Andy Reid as a coach. I think Andy Reid as a coach is a great ball coach. With that said, I like Washington plus the 7 in this game.
Woof.
I think Washington's on a roll right now. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a tough game, but I think Washington's on a roll right now. I really like Cousins, and I think Cousins is going to be able to keep up with Andy Reid's offense when they're on the field. I think Washington's a decent play here at the plus 7. Not one of my stronger plays, obviously, but a decent play here at plus 7. And I'm definitely interested in teasing it up to 13.5.
There you go. Best bet of the week?
My best bet of the week for pro football is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus the 3 over the Giants. I think that they come out and they get things situated this week. I really don't have any. I don't have any faith in the Giants at this point. They've really looked bad from their line to their wide receivers. It hasn't really been a fun season to the start for the Giants. And who would have thought coming into week 4 that the Jets would have a victory and the Giants wouldn't?
There you go. Anything else you'd like to add for this week, Bobby?
No, there's nothing really too much I'd like to add for this week besides the fact that we got, hockey is really right on the doorstep, and we got some really, really interesting storylines playing out in hockey this year. You have the McDavid story. Will he overtake Crosby as, the consensus best player in the league? I mean, he won the scoring title last year. So, you got some cool stuff going on. Maybe it's a passing of the guard, or is that premature? I mean, Sid Crosby's still a young man as well. So it's really interesting to see how that goes down. And then I want to see how Alexander Ovechkin bounces back as well from last year's disappointing season for Washington. Great regular season, and then to get bounced in the playoffs like that once again, it has to be disheartening for Ovechkin, and I'd really like to see how he bounces back. So those are a couple of storylines from the NHL to look out for coming into the season. And obviously with the Golden Knights, it's going to be bedlam in Las Vegas. So I'd like to just let everybody know I've already dubbed the T-Mobile Arena during hockey games as Castle Black.
Castle Black.
Yeah.
That's better than the Stub.
Yeah, I hope you guys all come out when you're in Vegas, or if you're living in Vegas. I hope you guys all go out and support the team at least to a couple of games. If you guys have any questions on easiest ways to get to the games, travel wise, as far as navigating traffic, or feel free to hit me up on Facebook or wherever you can find me on social media. And I'm really looking forward to hockey season. I'm really looking forward to providing you guys with some good quality wagers this season coming up.
No doubt about it. And that will do it for this week. Find Bobby on social media. find me on social media. We are easy to find. Here's how you do it. Type in Fight Net Radio, and you will see both of us posting on the Fight Net Radio page. And then you can follow us on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. We are around. We are happy to provide you with all of this quality entertainment. And don't forget on Sunday, Andrew Labouche and the Boxing Show, where he will again attempt to have an aneurysm for you live. Dude, he lost his shit on the Canelo fight. I still can't.
I know.
Dude, he literally, I wanted to turn off the recorder. He was so far gone.
He's my favorite, dude. Andrew is by far my favorite boxing analyst. You guys got to tune in. Make sure you check out Andrew. He's a quality dude, good human being. A little off the edge sometimes with some of his history
he wants
on
to
it.
go back and find all the old co-hosts that never agreed with him and start yelling at them.
Well, Andrew, I know you're out there listening, bro. Go ahead, hit me up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop onto the show and you can land baste me.
Oh, that's the best. So tune in. All you got to do is type in fightnetradio.com. Sign up. I recommend for everybody iHeartRadio because it's already installed in your vehicles. It's on everybody's phone. It's on everybody's computer. And once you sign up to get new episodes of Fight Net Radio on iHeartRadio, you will receive an email notifying you of brand new shows. How simple is that? If you want to use the traditional routes because you want Spreaker, SoundCloud, all the other... Yeah, we have all that shit too. We do. It's not hard to find the show. We are out there. We actually appreciate all of you listening to this show, the boxing show. Our numbers have exponentially gone up. Clearly, there is a demand for whatever we're providing. So please support the sponsor. Why? Because Bobby and I are truly degenerate gamblers. And if the show starts making money, then we can start taking our money that we make on the show and start degenerately gambling it live for you on the air. I am happy to make that happen.
Oh, what we'll do, I'll tell you what, we'll get the app and we'll do in wagering, live wagering as the games happen.
That's degenerate.
We'll film
stuff.
it too. Yeah, my uncle's a professional cameraman. We'll film the whole thing.
Oh, that's so degenerate. That
Great.
is quality level stuff. Give me one tip for Vegas this week for anybody traveling there this weekend. One
tip for Vegas this week. Make sure when you come to Vegas this week, you get your fair share of free drinks. Don't let these guys bully you around about not getting your free drinks if you're gambling. Make sure you get your free drinks. Sports betting, you're not going to get really hooked up. But here's a little tip. If you want to get hooked up on some drinks in sports gambling, go bet the horses. The house holds 18% if they win or lose. So your gratuities and your comps are a lot more generous when you're wagering on the horses. So if you're looking to get some free drinks and sitting around and you want to do that, definitely a choice.
And my tip for all of you, no matter what your age, is the Carnival Bar over at Harrah's. Free drinks, lots of free alcohol. Plus, it is probably the greatest cougar hunting ground ever created. Like, it is just a veritable meat market. I know of one other place.
One thing I'd like to add, too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make sure if you come to Vegas, you get down to the D and check out Sigma Derby. There's only a couple of machines left in town.
They
maybe
have
even
one. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, make sure you get down there and play Sigma Derby. It's something that's well worth the time, and you play a quarter at a time, and you'll get some drinks. So if you're looking to get hammered for basically
I have not
free.
played Sigma Derby sober. I used to play it as a drunk over at Circus and thought it was the greatest thing ever as a drunk.
Yeah, when they had it at the MGM. So before the fights, I'd go over there early with my boys. We'd go over like 5 or 6 hours early, and we'd play Sigma Derby and get completely schnookered before the fight, then go and not have to buy one drink.
Right. I think it is slightly better while drunk. I mean, it's almost a real horse race.
Yeah, absolutely.
And definitely head to downtown. I'll even give them a plug for the new Walking Dead attraction, the zip lines. Downtown's becoming my favorite. It is what would happen if Venice and Disney in the Disney area gave birth to a gambling half-breed child.
It's pretty accurate.
It's awesome.
Description.
Along with legalized marijuana, it is just when they start putting the lounges in downtown.
Oh, whoop, yeah.
That's going to be the area to be.
It's going to be Amsterdam.
Well, you got Derek building a brand new luxury hotel down there that's going to be better than probably the Gold Nugget.
Right.
If he can pull that off and actually get a 5-star in there.
Downtown, the